what's up, everybody? Hope everybody had a good Thanksgiving. Welcome to week 12 of our podcast. I'm Sam, and with us always we have Rob. How's it going, Rob? Did you have a good Thanksgiving?
I did, Sam. Thank you very much. I hope you had a good one as well.
Good, I did. Very exciting weekend, of course. Coming down to the wire here. Let's take a look at the standing here. Conference one, real quick, Rob. Heart Foundation, High Rollers, the Bag or the Bat. Those three right there are, it's anybody's division, right?
No, not really. It's if Heart Foundation blows that, it's an epic collapse. Just simply because he's got the 200-point lead on the Bag of the Bat, and he's got another one on High Rollers. So it is anybody's division, minus TB12, but it's like that's almost like a third game lead. But it could be done. I mean, there's no question. So High Rollers not quite dust yet. Kind of got a gift win this week. But he got a win, so it's not a knock on him. But it's we'll talk about making sure your starters are actually functionally healthy in the league here after this. But it's Heart Foundation to lose.
Yeah, and let's take a look at the other division, the win division. El Oso Verde 8-4, Wolfpack 8-4. I guess it's between those two, and then the newcomer Autumn Win after that. What do you think about this division?
Yeah, I think that it's the same thing. I think that Autumn Win's going to end up a game shy, man.
Yeah.
It's doable, maybe. El Oso Verde and Wolfpack played. He does have a path. He does play both of those. He's going to need some help from Kelly Panthers, who's, honestly, Kelly Panthers team's been playing a hell of a lot better. He lost last week, but that was after winning. I think it was 3 in a row. So he's been doing much, much better there. And, you look at those points, he's not nearly as far off as it may appear. In fact, he's actually 4-8 record. He's got 11 more points than High Rollers over there with the 6-6. So, he could get some help there. I know that, but it just seems hard to believe that those two guys are going to just fade out, even though the Fournette injury is going to kick El Oso Verde's ass this week. Injury. Brain injury. Brain injury.
Come on, man,
Just fighting in Buffalo. When dudes are throwing punches at helmets, it's always kind of amusing, right?
Come on. Seriously. Come on, guys. You ain't going to hurt anybody with a helmet on. Throwing a punch.
It's like I was explaining to Nolan the other day. This is like bullshit you expect to see at like some pickup football game in the park. It's like, what are you guys doing? You're on TV. I mean, you look ridiculous, right? So, anyway, El Oso Verde Wolfpack looking pretty good. So,
yep. Let's go to the other conference, Fire Division. Savs, the Gangrene, Golden State Heavyweight. In the mix there, Rob, you and Golden State have a chance, right?
It's a sliver of hope. I have a hard time believing that Golden State has much chance down by almost 300. Okay, 250. I mean, he is a math wizard, so it's actually 244. But it's a sliver, man. I think we're both going to end up a game short, and it's straight LA, man. Dude, this team's like, he deserved better. I will never. I mean, I played in division with him. He just deserved better. But Savs, I mean, he's getting it done. Lord knows he's working the waiver wire to get it done, but he's getting it done, and it's probably over there. There's a small crack in the window, but both him. Big Dave or I would need an awful lot to go right. So.
Yeah, I mean, straight LA has 200 more points than Golden State Heavyweight.
Yeah, I mean, realistically, I don't even think I have a chance in hell. I'm down, But it's, went out, pick up 75 points, and have him lose to Golden State and straight LA, and then Gangrene. So, hey, Dave's. Remember who you love. Keep playing hard. You're both playing Golden State. I mean, sad.
There you go. And let's take a look at the water division. Ninja Assassin, New Denver, and Degenerate Bastard. So pretty close there with Ninja Assassin and New Denver. And yes, we do play each other this weekend, so it's going to be exciting for me, to see how that goes. But I am liking, like we were talking before we got on the call here, that the wild card, has a good chance of coming from the water division, Rob.
Well, Sam, it's very astute of you in that you both have 3 more games than Gangrene or Golden State, so we are, mathematically actually eliminated at this point, unless you can find a way for me to pick up 3 games with 2 weeks to go. So I'm going to say that it's 100% going to be coming out of your division there. Degenerate bastards, man, you got to kind of focus there, dude. That's I personally thought he was the best team in this conference. The bad luck hit him all at once.
Yeah.
And he's just falling off a cliff. And, Lord, Sam, we'll get to your game in a second, but you kind of stole that one, right?
Stole that, lucked out, whatever you want to say. We'll get to that game here in a little bit, you know what I mean? But,
you wanted fair and square, obviously, but everybody's always counting on 97-yard Lamar Miller runs, right off the bat,
yes,
right? So,
yes.
All right.
Well,
let's do a quick run through of the games, man.
Yeah, let's start with your matchup, Savs versus the Gangrene, and you definitely needed to win, Rob, and you got it, and 178 points too.
Well, when I think about some of the teams I've lost to this year, and I won't throw out names, but, but I went 2-0 against Savs, so I got that. So,
there you go.
I'm personally rooting for Savs to win the championship just so I can simply say, I don't know what your guys' problem was. I beat him twice. So, yeah, that's weird. And kind of weird. I got him without Todd Gurley, that was quite helpful. And to be honest with you, I kind of felt like I escaped a little bit there with Julio Thomas and, Julio Jones and Michael Thomas. Only putting up 19. That's you see those guys on the field there. On your roster coming at you, it's scary. Baker Mayfield, Sam. I do believe, I hate to give away all the texts I get from players, and I do get many, but I do believe Savs, said Sam may be right about Baker Mayfield. So, shout out to one of our listeners. That was. I'm sitting there watching that game. I'm going, freaking Baker Mayfield's getting it done here pretty good. And I go, wait a second. Am I playing Baker Mayfield this weekend? My son looked at me and goes, yeah. I was like, of course I am.
4 TDs, in-state rival, that game.
Yeah.
So, I still feel Baker Mayfield might be a little immature now. He keeps talking about Hugh Jackson like that, even after the game. So, whatever,
he's a love him, hate him kind of guy. He's kind of a douchebag, but I guess he kind of carries that whole, nobody wanted me in college, so I'm going to babble about that until everybody gets sick of it, right?
Yeah, I think so. But
hey,
no.
Whatever.
Hey, good, hey, Rob, good game there, 178 to 137. Like I said, definitely win you needed.
Can I point out real quick that Leonard Fournette was going to score like 60 points before he decided to start throwing punches at a defensive lineman or something because the guy fell a yard short or something. He was sitting there at 95 with like 6 minutes to go in the third quarter, and they were and they were on the one. We were did you just say 27? Leonard Fournette can kiss my white ass this weekend. Okay, so see you, buddy.
Oh, yep, he's gone next week, so play him right. Let's go to the next matchup, Straight A versus Golden State. Boy, Golden State, 207 there. Baltimore defense was 43. I know. Amari Cooper, now if you watch that Thanksgiving game, boy, Amari Cooper, 56 points for Golden State heavyweight.
We had 3 90-yard touchdowns this weekend, right?
Yeah.
We had Amari Cooper with nice tackling by Washington back there, by the way. And then we had
Lamar Miller.
Smith-Schuster.
Yeah, Lamar Miller.
And Lamar Miller. So I guess, and then, hey, throw it in again. Actually, we had 5 by our standards. What's his name? Dak Prescott and Big Ben, right?
Oh, that's true, yeah.
Lord almighty, yeah, Marty Cooper, obviously those 56 propped him up pretty big. So did the 43 from the Baltimore Ravens. So, hey, who needs pickups? I can tell you, Golden State needs to make pickups, and he might actually win one of these years. So it's, oh, God, I'm looking at it right now. Melvin Gordon injured. Hopefully he, realizes that before he puts his roster in. All right, Straight LA, that was, God, 155 again. Just,
decent.
Why not? Just
decent points when
Yeah, no, I'm saying it's like a microcosm for a season, It's just, there you go, 155, you get a win. Nah. So, It's just how it goes, man. And he didn't have anything on the bench at all, so it was, yeah. I mean, 155, one quarterback, and just, yeah. Tough year, brother. We'll see you next year.
It is next year. Congrats, Golden State. 207 is definitely, man, that might be one of his most all season. I want to say,
Oh yeah. Again, Sam, what are you, the master of the obvious this week?
Well, come on.
bro,
No,
Golden State's only got like 1,500 points in 12 weeks. He's averaging like 120.
207 points. I mean, Rob, you're talking to the guy with 260 plus in 2 weeks. I mean, 2 different weeks.
That was all just a setup so you could remind us about your high score total, right? That you almost beat. I know, man. Somebody get the shepherd's hook and get this guy out of here. Moving on, Sam.
Let's go to my game, Ninja Assassin versus Degenerate Bastard, and...
What the hell is this? Just Sam, like, a celebration of you?
Yeah, well, 143 to 121. I mean, Rob, you're looking at it.
120 below your highest score of the season, I know.
Dude, I mean, I was down 13 points going to Monday night. I had Lamar Miller. He had DeAndre Hopkins. I already gave up. And then, lo and behold, like you said, a 97-yard run by Lamar Miller to cap it off.
Yeah.
Rob, I'm not looking at the bench, but can you tell me what I left on the bench and what Degenerate Bastard left on the bench?
Let's just say that one of you was in Thailand this week and one of you wasn't.
Yes. I was in Sacramento, guys. Okay, just in case you didn't know, Rob's talking about. I was in Sacramento.
Yeah, so you weren't the one guy that was in Thailand, so I guess life's still pretty good, even though that, I hate to pile on Michael, I really do. Him and I, we hate these Carolina Panthers right now, trust me, we're in another deal, and it's just, they're costing us money, hand over fist.
Michael has
but,
a
dude,
stacked
if you're going to draft McCaffrey, you got to play McCaffrey.
You got to. I mean, but look at his options. Kamara and Connor were great options, too. You know what I mean? This guy has stacked running backs.
Okay, I hate to do this, but really, I mean, James Conner on the road against Denver over Christian McCaffrey or Nick Chubb in that, he knows it. He knows it. I hate to second guess him because he's an extremely smart player at this stuff. Let's just say, I'll quote him, "Fuck the Carolina Panthers." He knows what that means, and it is. Now, Sam, on your side, Lamar Miller. I mean, and you know what's crazy about that? It's the second 90-yard touchdown he's had in his career.
Yeah,
He hasn't done much else.
Like that. Hey, I stole it. I stole it. I lucked out. I know, and especially without my stud QB Patrick Mahomes. So hey, I won. I'm getting out of Dodge. That's all I'll say.
Hey, you did. I mean, hey, you did a nice job putting your roster out there, and it's you only came about 10 points short of what your maximum was, so not too bad. Saquon Barkley, he's a good player, huh?
He's all right. He's all right. Second round draft pick for him, so he's all right. But yeah,
you got him second. Damn.
Yeah, that's kind of high. Anyways, enough about me. Let's go over to safe travels, Michael. Let's go to the next matchup: New Denver versus Raunchy Nuggets. New Denver won. Pull this one off, 152 to 137.
Poor Scott was in some text storm to me. He somehow thought that Tennessee was going to beat Houston this week or whatnot. We can probably save some time on this game. I mean, New Denver's going to the playoffs and Raunchy Nuggets isn't. So he can sit right next to me in his favorite spot on the loser couch, which I sold years ago. But it's still in our minds. I got a nice spot right next to you for me there, Scotty. So, you can only be propped up so long by Andrew Luck and freaking T.Y. Hilton, Scott. Sam, there's only so much you can do there, right?
Yeah.
Come on, man. It's Andrew Luck and T.Y. Hilton and, Jordan Howard.
Jordan Howard, yes.
Doug Baldwin.
No thanks to Jordan Howard.
He's got Kareem Hunt.
Yeah.
Yeah. New Denver's awesome. We'll talk about him lots to come in the playoffs. So, moving on.
Moving on, and I face New Denver next week. Let's go. Let's
go.
go.
That's a good game.
Let's
that's
go
a
over.
Huge game, huh?
Yeah, definitely. Let's go over to the next, the other conference. Wolfpack versus El Oso Verde. Wolfpack 93. El Oso Verde 163, which is very good. Yeah.
Hey, real quick before we get that, let's pause there. I kind of missed that. You and New Denver play next week. One of you is going to win that division basically off that game. But what's interesting about that is Raunchy Nuggets and Degenerate are playing each other, of course,
Mm-hmm.
and one of those is only going to be a game out of that coveted wild card spot.
Mm-hmm.
Whew, man, that could set up for a pretty awesome Week 14. Okay, moving on to El Oso Verde and Wolfpack. Wolfpack, this was a dog game.
It is.
He's obviously missing Kareem Hunt and Tyreek Hill. I mean, talk about being propped up, but then again, you draft Chiefs, and they paid off massively for you this year. So my main question is, and I've been giving him shit on this, is now that we're over to this division, is there some reason that everybody just gifted Tom Brady to like on the waiver wire on like Thursday? And especially when I look, and Wolfpack, who I came right at here, is like, so an injured Mitchell Trubisky was a better option than a Hall of Fame quarterback. I mean,
you gotta understand. That morning, Tay was talking to me about should I get Brady and drop Wilson. I was like, I think so. I kept telling him do it. And he eventually did it. And of course, Wilson outperformed Brady this, points wise this weekend. But I'm thinking long haul. So you're welcome, Tay. I think this would be a good choice. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, if anything, it just takes him from everybody else, and I'm not really sure. I mean, obviously, I'm looking at El Oso Verde here. He's not gonna drop Mahomes for freaking Brady this week,
No.
and Cousins had a better matchup. I mean, Brady wasn't even a surefire guy to play, but I mean, and I'll pick on the Wolf here in this situation. Trubisky, it's not like anybody's going to be rushing the waiver wire to get him next week. He's Mitch freaking Trubisky, dude. Nobody cares. So, other than that, this game, El Oso Verde blew him up. It wasn't even really close. And they were both playing without their stars. God, look at the guys. These benches are like teams that could win, like, even including Mitch Trubisky, but it's, in all fairness, no one's playing without Mahomes, Cooks, A.J. Green, and it's, God, at least he's smart enough to leave the Panthers on the bench. Good game for El Oso Verde.
Yeah.
I mean, these teams are probably going to the playoffs, so and kudos to both of them, even with Todd's, like, very odd roster calculations, we'll go.
Yep, let's go on to the next matchup, High Rollers versus TB12 the Great, 139 to 124. Not too high of points, but Baker Mayfield over here, Cam Newton, did it okay. TB12 the Great just had one QB. I mean, lots of points, 41 points, but I don't know. Oh, what do you think? What do you think, Rob?
I think that this thing's running along and we can just skip this game.
I think so. I mean, this is not everything we talked about already, players-wise. But, 139-20. Good job, High Rollers. TB12 the Great.
I don't really see anything really.
No, Kerryon Johnson right there was a bad mistake. Like I think we were talking before, if he would have started the other one, he would have won. But anyway.
Yeah, well, you're going to score 0 points if you put guys out that are hurt.
Yeah.
That's 100% guaranteed.
Let's go. You're right. Let's go to the next matchup. Kelly Panthers versus Autumn Wind. Close game, 150 to 157. Autumn Wind, he won 3 straight now. Yeah, he rough start. He made those pickups that he needed to make, and he put himself in position. He's on a 3-game winning streak. Obviously, he won't make the playoffs, right? Rob, I say obviously, but I'm pretty sure he won't make the playoffs.
Well, it doesn't look real good for him, but I think he's at least figured out the league. And, I think, we've had some guys and some girls that have drifted in here that's been a little too much for, and and we've had some that have stuck. And I tend to think we probably got one that's going to stick here. I think we got a player, right? So, we don't want. I mean, he's smart enough. I mean, he probably had the skills to take us all out, but he came in courteously enough this year to not just embarrass us all in our own league. And he threw some games with some of those defensive pickups that he made, like Cleveland and Cincinnati, Tennessee, and things like that, right? But, I do applaud him for that. But he's also done some nice things. And if you, it's hard to, every rookie, man, I will never understand this, man. And don't anybody give it away, man. I don't care if they're your best friend and whatnot. Let every rookie that comes in this league go and overdraft on tight ends because everyone does it. And if you look at his team now, he's got Travis Kelce. That's the one tight end he should have. So, nice one. He's kind of, he's going to be in the Gang Green camp this year. He's going to be about a game short. And I'll tell you what, Kelly Panthers, man, I mean, he kept it going, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. I mean, Alex Collins was his down. Obviously, dude, Rob, am I not the king of Mr. Obvious? I'm king Obvious here.
Yes.
Alex Collins right there. Anyways.
Yeah, but I mean, I still got to give. I always like when guys just kind of stick with it out of pride, because it means a lot. I mean, I say it every year. It could be you next year, and he's giving it his all and 150 points, man. I mean, it is what it is, but it's like you go, man, I'm trying, dude. It just didn't work out for him this year. I mean, but it's. I mean, I'm trying real hard to get to 500, Sam, and it means something to me, as pathetic as that is. Everybody can throw things at me and throw money at my feet, but I do applaud Kelly Panthers for the effort. I mean, God, Christian McCaffrey, he started him.
You got a goal, Rob. You got a goal to get.
Yep. Nice game, though. Yep. So I do like this one.
That's good.
Autumn win, man. Sometimes you look at these points and they look like they should be higher, and then you get down to the Detroit Lions, they got 2. So, God. Thanks for 30, though. Good one. Anyway.
Let's go to our last matchup, the Bag or the Bat versus Heart Foundation. And Tay, once again, scored in the 180s and still lost. I think this is the new bad beat.
It is.
187.
It is the new bad beat.
And I think Tay had the old last bad beat, right? I think he did.
He did.
185 or something, 184?
I think it was 184 week 4. I think it was 182. In week 4, but this is definitely the new one. So, I mean, way to lock it down, Tay. Way to come through, my man. It was this game. I'm trying hard to get to it. I'm missing it in my deal here. Hold on. It was a He really locked that thing down. Where in God's name is this game? Apparently there we go. Okay, the Heart Foundation's. I mean, he's a machine, dude.
Yes. I
mean, look at Andrew Luck, Jameis Winston. 29 points just out of Winston. Saquon, Melvin Gordon, he was injured. Devontae, T.Y., Emmanuel Sanders, I mean, it's Emmanuel Sanders. But
Baltimore Ravens, jeez.
Now, here's one. I mean, I understand why you don't start Nick Chubb here. I mean, it's a prime matchup. I mean, Mark Ingram, too. Dude, is there some reason that him and Michael have these teams seem similar? I don't know. The Ravens, 43. Dude, he's a machine, bro. 227 max potential, 224 total. I mean, it's just, dude, I mean, find me a better team in the league right now than Heart Foundation. And I'm sorry, Cody. I mean, that's like the commissioner's kiss of death almost. Seriously, find me a better team than Heart Foundation right now.
Yeah, no, his team is definitely legit, Those are amazing points right there. And then, I mean, Tay put up a fight. I mean, he did.
Well, absolutely. I mean, he got Tom Brady was worth, I'd like to point out, 28 more points than Mitch Trubisky this week.
Is that a knock on Todd, huh? Is that a knock on Todd?
No, not at all. Amari Cooper, dude, and we got a whole different story here, right? Amari Cooper.
Oh, he was kicking himself, trust me. He was kicking himself for Amari Cooper.
God, if you swap out, but you're not going to swap out Amari Cooper for Tyler Boyd or Juju Smith-Schuster. I mean, for DeAndre Hopkins.
Or DeAndre Hopkins. Yeah.
Yeah, you're not going to do, maybe you go for Schuster. That's the only thing. The only way he gets that win is if he bounces Hopkins to the bench, which would have been stupid. You're not going to do that.
Nope.
And you roll Amari Cooper. So it's just, I guess he could have. No, there's not much he could have done, man.
Yeah.
He was going to lose.
Yeah.
So,
yes.
There was a way you can tell by looking at potential points, but it's
even if he
it was a great
even
game.
if he sat Rodgers. What if he sat Rodgers for
42 points.
Mm,
Yeah, he would have got it. But again, why would you have sat
why
Aaron
would
Rodgers?
you? Nope.
You know,
Nope. I never sat him.
Albeit by watching Aaron Rodgers play on Sunday Night Football last, I don't know, it seems like 7 weeks in a row.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, maybe you should think about setting Aaron Rodgers, man.
Hey, maybe I'm thinking about dropping him for crap. Baker Mayfield's already picked up. You know, every week I gotta say something about Baker Mayfield. Okay, you know, something positive. So, anyways.
You don't have to, Sam.
It's my thing for the last 2 weeks. It's my thing. Anyways, hey, that was our podcast. Thanks for tuning in. And like Rob says, hey, people listen to us and takes our advice sometimes. As crazy as that sounds, Rob. But
man.
But no.
Well,
yeah.
You know, what's sad is we don't get paid for this like the idiots that write the articles on the internet. That I'm always like, dude, you know. Like, I'm pretty sure, like, everybody in this league knows more than those guys do, yet we still go and read their articles.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like some kind of enforcement. I mean, the last time I got good advice from Sports Illustrated's fantasy team, I can't even, it's so bad.
Yeah.
All right, Sam. Well, thank you very much, and good luck to everybody. Get your rosters in, play the string out. It's important, okay?
All right. Thank you, guys. For Rob, I'm Sam. Have a good, good luck this week.
Thanks, Sam. See you.